Good afternoon. Got a Maxus v90, or delivery 9 they call in the UK, and we're going to do rear brakes, discs, handbrake shoes, and the handbrake cables are snapped on this one. But I know we're going to have to do the handbrake shoes because they were used for a primary use for a little while the main brakes were becoming a secondary. If you don't understand that, then I'm not going any further. Right, so I'll show you what I got and then hopefully show you help you out if you need to. I'm about to get the stuff from the main dealers, so I've got discs. When you order the brake shoes, what you got to do is you've got to order 2 sets, not one. They don't come as a complete set, they come as that, so I can't finish this till next weekend anyhow. 2 handbrake cables, hub seals. I'm certainly not going to put it back without new hub seals because it's got 150,000 on the clock. And brake shoes. Right, this is where I'm going to save you some time. Okay, I've got a multiplier because I'm getting old and it's the only way I'm going to get the up nut off. You're going to need a torque wrench, which is good enough to get up to about 540 Newton meters. This one I get up to 1,000. So you're going to need one of these, and you're going to need a main dealer tool, which is going to handle 540 Newton meters. It's a 3/4 inch drive socket, and that is what you're going to need to get that up nut off. So before you start the job, get going, you need to get the right tools. And you take the thing apart, it'll be on a ramp, and then you'll go, hold on, I can't get it off, and then you've got to put it all back together again, and then you've got to take it out, and then you've got to wait for it anyhow. So this is giving you the crystal ball of the future to get started on this job. And then you might not want to, because this tool was 150 quid. I couldn't find it anywhere. So that's the bits I've got. Let's get going. Okay, we're ready to start. Trolley jack, axle stand. I don't want it folding on me. And we will get going, and let's take the wheel off. That wasn't funny. That was hard work. Right, it's off. Luckily there's enough room to put the caliper on the floor so you're not hanging the actual. Looking at the pads, we ain't got a lot left, have we? So yeah, I think it's a good time to do these as well. Discs are shot, absolutely shot. Let's get the caliper holder off. It's got some thin threads on there. Okay, that's the caliper bolt off. Time to get the R shaft out. Hopefully you haven't got any oil in there. Well, we got a little bit. And there's our hub seal. Hub seal's there. So you're going to have to get these out, and I hope you bought a new one, because you ain't going to get to the you're not going to get to the actual bolts in here. And it's got a secondary, obviously they didn't want it to come undone, so you've got that, what is it, and then you've got these two little bolts here which are just locking tabs to make sure it doesn't come undone. Right, let's get those out. And that's your secondary gripe, so that's good. So now let's get that hub nut off. And I know that's tight, and it is tight. So the new tool, I flipping love it. Slides in to two lugs, so it's home. This is why I've got the multiplier, because I'm getting old and I don't want to swing on 10-foot poles anymore. Right, let's see how tight this is, because obviously this is 4 to 1. Oh, Jesus. And that made it look easy, didn't it? Please take it out. Yes, that's come out. But when you're going to tighten it, I'll give you the torque settings when we get there, because I'll go and check them. There's about 500 and something odd Newton meters got to go on here. Right, let's take that off. Is the other side, and to remove this hub nut, it is anti-clockwise as well, so both sides are anti-clockwise, so there's no left hand or right hand thread on these. Nice and simple, and you can take it off, and there it is. It's just a normal locking plate, but it's got some flaming bloody behind it. Right. Now, by rights, I should be able to take this off. Yeah, those shoes are coming off. They are knackered. So's the discs. It's getting done properly. Let's say these were run as starting to come away as well. So as you can see, they're starting to break up. It's where they've got really hot, see, and it's, as I say, it was used as a primary brake at one point, and that's not a good thing. Okay, a couple of slide pins. These are the ones that bounce off, and where'd they go? So just pushing, slide out, and then by rights we should be able to, there's a little retainer spring at the back here, so you see that? There's a, just at the back here, there's a retainer spring, so like an easy spring. Right, I think that's seized. I'm going to have to sort it. We'll have a look. So that spring there goes to the nearest. I'm going to put that up there, and then I'm going to, and it falls out, see? Now what a job. So here it's just going to be, yeah, I mean, she's a bit thin at the back where she's got, and she has got hot. You can see she's got hot. Just can't, and obviously it's got the bit that's broke that goes onto the handbrake here. I think where it's been pulled so hard to try and make it work, and that's the reason why the handbrake cable snapped. But the bit I want is in there, and that's the bit that snapped. So let's carry on rebuilding it. Okay, with the adjuster, I've put a little bit of grease in the adjuster so it doesn't seize up for the next person, and I put a little bit of grease, and it's only a tiny bit of grease, in just to stop that seizing up. Right, we're going to do the handbrake cable first, because I can't do the handbrake until I've got that cable in. So we'll do that next. Okay. So the handbrake cable, this goes through the chassis. There's a rubber mount that goes through. Unclip it here. You've got two 8mm there, 8mm from the other handbrake shoe. You've got 10mm there. Make sure you remove your ABS. 8mm there and two 8mm there, and then you've got your handbrake on. So it's as easy as that, it's not difficult. Right, let's put it back together again. Okay, this is the other handbrake cable on the other side. Nothing hard, as I say. There, you just push those two pins in, it comes out. I think there's an 8mm there, 10mm there, 8mm there, and two 8mm there, and she comes out. Nothing hard, and then put her back in. Okay, hand shoes have been put back together again. You got your spring here. We'll adjust this up because there's a hole in the back, like most commercials. This spring here goes obviously like that. There's two pushing connectors. The actual shoes are exactly the same. There's a lot more meat on these ones as well. The other ones were the originals. So what we're going to do now is rebuild the actual, say the handbrake cable just slides into there. What we're going to do now is rebuild the disc brakes. We'll get on to them, I think. And I think we're going to need a hammer somewhere along the line here. Thought we'd have to take the ABS off, but we haven't, it's just tight. And that's it, it's off. Okay, I've just cleaned up the surrounding of the rust, and I'm going to put a very small amount of grease just so it'll slip on and bang on. So nice and clean, ready for the new part. Okay, I'm going to put some rubber grease just on the inside seal, just to loosen it up a little bit. But yeah, just a little bit of grease on that inside seal just to help it out a little bit. Okay, we've got torquing time, 70 Newton meters, and that is the middle nuts here. Do them opposite each other. This Right, they're all tight. Time to put it back together again. Okay. Oh, I was going to swear, but I'm not going to. Anyway, make sure she goes on straight. And the rear hub seal is nice. And now we've got to build the next bit up. Okay, tighten up the hub nut. I'm going to set it for 540 Newton meters. .540. Okay, so it's going to have to be tight, and it's just the two lugs that fit in here, and then you tighten it up. And I'll show you the next bit later on. I'll tighten these up now. Okay, there's a locking plate that goes on there, loads of little holes, and obviously it's got a slit there so it can't move around. So it only goes in one way, and you've got two 10mm bolts. Leave it in there. So that goes up, and then to torque them up, it's going to be 11 Newton meters. That's if you're interested. And that's all locked up. All we need to do now is put the rubber seal on. Okay, this is the seal, the rubber seal. You can only use it once, so you've got to make sure you order these. And it goes in that way. So just push it in, and then you're going to have to just tap it home, and that's in. Okay, fitting the half shaft in. Make sure you've got plenty of space to pull it out. What you do is put it in. Just lift it up a little bit as you're pushing it in. And put your half shaft bolts in. Okay, half shaft nuts, and they're going to be set at nearly 88. Do it diagonal as you're going around, and should be all good. Okay, you're getting there now. Right, rear caliper bolts to the axle, they are set at 135. So tighten those up, put your pads in, and jobs are good one. And then hopefully be good for another, well, probably it's done about 140,000. So, and this is the original stuff. So, yep, remember 135 Newton meters. Okay, pads installed, and your actual brake wear indicator goes on the bottom at the back. She fits in quite nice, so all we've got to do now is put the caliper in, bolt her up, jobby job done. And another one out the way. Okay, just spit it out, Trevor. Adjusting the rear handbrakes. There is a little gap in the back there, and you have to go forward towards the front to adjust them. So just adjust them up so they go tight, and then back and back a couple of clicks, just so it's nice and smooth as it goes, and you've got it all adjusted. There's the new pads in. See, they're in the right way as well. I'm seeing quite a few on the forums at the moment, and how can you do it? Anyway, not my problem. So I'm hoping this is helping so far. Let's get on with the next one. Okay, last bit of the puzzle. My mate Alex is here. Say hello, Alex. Yeah. Right. It's the wheel nuts. Wheel nuts are 180 Newton meters. Make sure you do them crosswards, and your job's done. Have a good day.